Damn. Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you another video. My phone accidentally did some dumb stuff. But anyway, I'm going to pick up where I left off. Unlike Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren is going to be on a very good team next year. That's what people need to understand. So, for those who are saying, oh, we don't have to really worry about Wembanyama year one, he's not going to necessarily be on a contender in theory. You need to understand that Chet Holmgren will be, though. And if you don't have somebody for him, he's likely going to knock you out in a 7-game series next year. So I'm telling people, I'm telling you right now, Shea ain't going nowhere, Giddey ain't going nowhere. Obviously J Will and J Dub, they're not going nowhere. These players are all going to be there, and whatever picks they're going to get right here, which will probably be Grady Dick or somebody like that, Hendricks. That team is going to be extremely, extremely good next year, and they got a 7-3 guy that's going to be on the perimeter. So if the Lakers, we can get us a little Bobby Portis, we can get, but if you think you're going to try it out there with just Anthony Davis and ask him to be a center out there, they're going to be nights where you're not going to win the basketball game. So you had better get you a center, man. You had better get you a real traditional Derek Lively, 7'1", 7'4" wingspan kind of dude. Because if you don't have that, you ain't messing with nobody in the West in the end. That's it. You better have an answer for Jokic. You better have an answer for Chet. And Wembanyama ain't no answer for Wembanyama. Just be glad he ain't on a contender yet. That's pretty much what it is. So these undersized centers, there's a reason why these guys are going to be flooding all over the place. They don't hold the same value no more. Because of length. And so that's what I got to say, man. I want Bobby Portis on the team. I want, Naz Reid on the team. But you best believe they ain't going to be my centers. Hell no, they're fours. They are fours. And then I'm going to go get me a real center. So if the Lakers don't have that in mind and they think small ball is going to get it done, they're going to fall short. No pun intended. So that needs to be understood, man. I want to pick up this phone and get that right back on here. Right back on here because that was an important point and my phone did some BS. But it is what it is, man. We're just going to continue to carry forward. My mindset is this right now. We're talking about the Lakers here. For those who are picking up, probably didn't see the first video, don't know what I'm talking about. But this is a continuation of that conversation. But I'm telling my Los Angeles Lakers to prepare themselves, absolutely prepare themselves for something other than what it is that they seem to be performing, which is once again making it so that Anthony Davis is the only actual tall person on the team. Like, y'all can't get away with that, bro. This small ball stuff, I know Barvin Ham is in love with it, and having the idea that we can stretch the floor with a bunch of 6'8" dudes can be really, really special for those who believe in small ball. Small ball centers fits the small ball mentality, but I'm telling you, it doesn't work. We have the evidence that it doesn't work, and it ain't just about personnel. It's just a bad philosophy. It's a bad way to play this sport. And there's a lot of people who say, well, it works. It works because the other teams are small. And it works because you're willing to punt defense and punt rim protection. Things that you can no longer do when you got people like Chet and Wembanyama coming into the league. And Bol and these 7-foot teams like Denver and Orlando and Detroit. There's too many of these teams that have these rosters full of 7-footers and 6'10" guys for us to be trying to load up on expensive 6'8" guys. That's just stupid. It's literally stupid. And so while I'm really, really enamored with those pieces, I'm starting to understand what is really in front of us. And the fact of the matter is, Chet will be on a contender. So y'all better have a center. So that's really what it is. That's where my head's at, man. I want to reiterate that point twice. I think the Lakers got the right idea with the caliber of players we want to bring in. But if you don't give them the centers necessary and you asking AD to be that rim protector, believe me, we're going to fall short. And I don't want to fall short this year. I don't think we have time to even consider what falling short looks like when you got year 21 LeBron. It might already be too late. He might not be there in the end of this season. We should expect that type of outcome when you go into the season with this type of situation. So it's like if you're not building something that can prepare for that ahead of time, yeah, that's going to be tough for you. It's going to be tough. That is why you bring in a Bobby Portis. That is why you go for a Naz Reid, because they can get you 20 and 10. But at the end, if it's just going to be getting swatted by Chet all night long, if there's just going to be a situation we can't do nothing, because this dude is hounding us and all these other long wingy guys are hounding us, Brandon Ingrams and all these different guys are just able to get to the highest point sooner than us, anytime Anthony Davis ain't on the damn floor, then we're still going to lose basketball games. So that's what I'm here to tell everybody. I know this. One of the reasons why Bobby Portis was on the NBA championship team is because Giannis is down there flying all over the place. And Brook Lopez was down there flying all over the place, being bigger and taller than everybody else. It works when you have the size. And it doesn't have that same dynamic when you do not. So I'm just telling people, you bet not. Rob Pelinka, don't let this small ball coach coerce us into a small ball roster, sir. Please don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Because that is a bad way to build, man. I see where this is headed. Fred VanVleet, Bobby Portis, these people are all undersized for their position. And I know where this is headed. And so that's where I'm like, hold up. I like all these pieces, but I don't like where this is headed. I don't like the vision that I'm seeing this team looking like it's trying to go with these small players. You're going to get rid of D'Lo and get smaller with Fred. It's like, yo, if we lose Austin Reeves, we're going to get smaller with who exactly? It's like, nah, man. I'm telling you, we're going to suck on the boards. We're going to be trash on the boards. We're going to be asking Anthony Davis to rebound everything. I'm counting on LeBron James to be the same player he was these last couple of years, and that is not advised. It's not advised. So that's what I think the Lakers should be thinking about. You better find a way to trade for some big people. Or the people you picking up, you better be ready to trade at the halfway point for bigger people. I'm telling you. Because if we go in this thing without a Derek Lively or something, thinking we're going to be able to get past some of these big, tall dudes, we're just going to fall short, man. We're going to run the same problem we did against Denver. So I'm telling people, man, I hope the vision of this team has us bringing not one, but 2 7-footers to us. Keep Mo Bamba and bring 2 more. I kid you not. You want size this year. Because I'm not certain Wembanyama's not going to turn the Spurs into an immediate contender. After watching highlights on this dude, I'm not certain he's not. It's when you actually see what he's going to do from game to game to game, quarter to quarter to quarter. If he's on the floor, it's going to be one of them situations where you're going to have to adjust to that. You're going to have to adjust to that in ways that no one else in the history of the sport has ever made you adjust. And no one else in the field is going to make you adjust. So you're going to have to play very, very specifically to the Spurs in a way that allows for a lot of awkward teardrops and all types of other stuff. And so that's what I understand, man. The league's about to be shell-shocked by the OKC Thunder, the Detroit Pistons with them 2 centers that they got up there, and all that, the size of all them guards that they got up there. People are going to be caught off guard by some of this. The size that Houston's about to be putting on the floor next year if they draft Amon Thompson. That's a lot of size, people. Like, I'm not kidding. So all these little teams and little tiny teams think they... No. Dallas better do. I'm telling you. So I'm trying to warn people for what it is I know what's coming. I've been trying to warn y'all for years for the return of the big man. I've been talking about this for 3 years. I already saw what was coming. Now we're here. You know what I'm saying? So you can do this small ball crap if you want. Shoot from far away if you want. You ain't going to be in there in the end. You ain't going to be there in the end. So that's what it really comes down to. Y'all better invest in the size. Stop the small ball stuff. And the rest should fall into place. So that's really where my head is, man. This video is going to be shorter than the other because, of course, it's a continuation. But that really completes my thought. I want everybody to have a fantastic day. Obviously, we're going to enjoy NBA Finals today if you're watching the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. We're going to take data from this series and probably apply it to how we build our team as well, depending on what we see there. But all in all, I'm excited about the names that we're picking up. I'm excited about what they can do for the right situations. But I'm wondering if we're bringing them to the wrong one. Asking guys to play small ball. Just in the name of keeping Darvin happy and giving him the roster that's best fits what it is he wants to do, instead of forcing him to do something that makes more sense. So that's my concern, man. That is my concern. I think we're heading the wrong direction. I think we're going to be worse for it if we invest in small ball like it looks like this team is trying to shape up to do. So please, please, please consider what I'm saying before we make any moves. We need to get taller, not shorter. Video 44. I'll take you off watching.